This week, with corn harvest approaching the end in the U.S. and historical low volatility in the markets, we continue to focus on the Brazilian weather and its effect on corn production. We also analyze the still shy exports from the U.S. in contrast to another possible record month of high exports from Brazil.
Hello, I'm Cat Sullivan.
And I'm Cesar Cruz.
We're here to bring you this week's corn market update. Happy Thanksgiving. This is a shortened trading week with the holiday Thursday and an early close on Friday. Markets will trade normally Wednesday. However, once the market closes, it won't open again until 8:30 a.m. on Friday morning. This is a week of historical low volatility in the markets, gearing up for the holiday. Friday's hard open, however, has routinely led to interesting changes in the markets. To add to the frenzy, Friday is the expiration date for December corn options. There are a lot of contracts moving this week. Now is a good time to review this year's price volatility in December corn. This is a chart of December corn from January through today. Markets experienced a great deal of volatility, and it has been a great year for risk management. This chart is now overlaid with a lot of information on it. Notice as the market moved, we were able to increase protection levels and capitalize on the roller coaster of market movement. There was plenty of opportunity to manage risk and take advantage of market volatility. One of those opportunities for market swings developed due to irregularities in South American weather. This year seems to have its own set of challenges, and Cesar is here to tell us about what to look for in South America.
So, Kat, the weather in South America continues to be one of the main topics for discussion this week. So let's take a look at the subsoil moisture over the last 30 days for first crop corn areas in Brazil. So as you can see here, the southern areas of Brazil, especially the states of Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, and Paraná, they have had too much rain recently. There is actually flood problems, flood issues for those producers in Brazil who are producing their corn and soybean crops. If you move north, the areas of Minas Gerais state and Goiás, there is a different story. They have had too much dryness recently. Weather has been very hot in those states and has been compromising the continuation of the planting season in those areas. According to CONAB, 49% of the first corn crop was planted in Brazil during the week ending November 18th versus 62.6% last year. Let's now transition to the short-term weather forecast in South America. The map is a courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Again, the weather forecast through Friday calls for isolated to scattered storms in most parts of Brazil. You'll likely see half to 1 inch of rain in those areas, all the way from São Paulo state to Mato Grosso included, where a large front will exit the southern areas of Brazil, resulting in those precipitation. Over the next several days, as this front exits towards central-west Brazil, that area is going to be dry, and another front, another wave of energy is going to start in the South Brazil and will like produce additional precipitation in Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, Paraná, parts of Mato Grosso do Sul, and the western part of Mato Grosso. For the next week, from December 3rd through the 5th, you're going to see again a large front moving again to central parts of Brazil, and you'll likely produce additional rainfall varying from 0.75 inches to 1.5 inches in most areas of Brazil.
Let's take a look at this week's corn export inspections. Corn exports from the week ending November 16th fell slightly below expectations at 21.8 million bushels. This fell in the middle of the expected range of 18 to 33 million bushels and was less than half of the weekly demand of 44 million bushels. 13.2 million bushels were shipped to Mexico, while China and Japan were sent 2.9 million bushels each. Looking at unshipped sales of U.S. corn, unshipped sales continue well below what they were 3 years ago. The only reason we're seeing higher numbers versus last year is Mexico, as they continue to buy corn from the U.S. But the lack of U.S. corn sales continues to be a concern for export demand this year. Let's take a look at Brazilian exports.
Despite logistic issues, Brazil continues to export significant quantities of corn in November, with 1.8 million metric tons exported last week and nearly 4.2 million metric tons exported during the first half of the month. At the current pace, Brazil corn's export could reach 7.6 million metric tons in November, which would be near a new record high for the month. China has become the main destination for Brazil's corn, and so far in the season has bought almost 1/3 of Brazil's total exports.
All of this market volatility and potential for price movement is a good reason to look to shift focus to the 2024 crop. Contact your advisor today to discuss what you can do to protect profit for your recently harvested bushels and the planned acreage for 2024. That wraps up our content for today. If you would like more information, please call 800-664-2321 and we will put you in contact with a risk advisor in your area. We are releasing more content in the coming months. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for new features only available to subscribers. Have a great Thanksgiving. See you next week.